Okie dokie. So maybe you've got Sarah White, that's you.
What?
Okay, cool. So how are we looking? Brisbane, are we sorted?
Yes.
Great. Gosh, this is going to be hard. Sydney, are we sorted or have we lost anyone? Harrison's going to the bathroom, but we'll crack on. Kev's joining.
Yeah.
Let's get my screen up here.
Our guest will need to see your faces on screen. So it's fine to do like I'm with the king, but you'll just need. All right. So this was a bit of a surprise. We wanted to finish. Oh, guys, we can put audio. That would be lovely.
I think if you put yours off the sound. No. One of them? What?
Maybe go on mute.
No, Sarah can't go on mute.
Do you want to turn yours up?
Try now. Can you talk? Hello?
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So we wanted to keep this as a bit of a surprise for everyone just to finish the day on a fun and interesting note. And I'm actually going to hand over to Sarah because she has had the pleasure of meeting our special guest. So over to you to introduce.
So originally from Australia, he has performed for audiences internationally for the last 9 years and now is based in Sydney. A corporate entertainer, mentalist, keynote speaker. He brings over 20 years of expertise creating unforgettable entertainment experiences for individuals, corporate events, and galas, specializing in mentalism, nonverbal communication, and persuasion. Xavier helps teams enhance their emotional intelligence, negotiation skills, leadership impact by combining captivating performances with powerful lessons in communication and influence. Please join me in welcoming corporate mentalist, a master of persuasion and communication, Xavier Crow. Woo!
Yeah, I love Xavier. Woo! What's going on, guys? Thanks for that warm welcome. Appreciate it. You guys are wonderful, and I've got a bit of trivia for you all before we start. Am I wearing pants? Yes or no?
No.
No.
I got one leg off and one leg on, so I'm halfway there. I'm just trying to keep cool. My name's Xavier, guys. Thank you for having me here. I've met Ali and Sarah, and who else did I meet? I met
Claire,
Claire. That's right. She's not here. I don't see her anywhere.
sipping wine in New Zealand.
Good on her. Good on. It's a good place to sip wine, actually. So today I've been asked to come here and show you guys a little bit of something to spice up the end of your day. I thank you all for being on your own screens. I know this is kind of weird. The last time I did something like this was during the pandemic, and all of my shows were virtual. So I pivoted during the pandemic, and I was doing an online virtual persuasion and mind reading show. And so you're going to see elements of that today. And I wanted to use all of your participation. So I'm going to have most of your microphones off the whole time. But I will spotlight you guys individually when I'm using you to help me out. One of the things that helps me, and you guys did it quite well at the beginning, is that if you like something or see something interesting, or you want to give me some sort of gratitude, wave your hands around and show me that you care, because it's visually appealing for me to see and applause. This is like they applause when people are deaf on stage. Can we just do it once all together? Yeah, awesome. Good. So I've got the recording now. So even if the whole show is shit, I'm going to have that little segment where you're all doing this. So that's great. All right. So to get started, what I want to explain to you is this. I started my career as a magician. For 18 years. I was performing on stages, doing magic shows, and I started to get excited about the idea that mind reading could be real. Now, magicians always pretend to read minds, but the way I like to do it, especially virtually, is influence, persuade, and predict behavior. So I'm going to show you an element of all of those three things. And I'm going to show you right now a transition from magic into mentalism. So you get an idea of what the difference between the two is. Mentalism is of the mind, magic is of the hands. And so we're going to do a little bit of both. So I'm going to ask someone who has a good imagination. Put your hand up if you've got a good imagination. None of you. King of Coogee. The King of Coogee has a good imagination. Can you unmute yourself?
So, introduce myself. Is that what you said? Sorry.
Unmute yourself or introduce
Oh, unmute
yourself.
yourself,
Either way,
sorry.
you've got your title written there. Everyone knows who you are now. So firstly, before I go ahead, is everyone seeing just me, or do we see a gallery view right now? Is it a gallery, or is it just
Gallery.
me? Gallery view. Okay, we'll leave it like that just for now. And I'll just bring myself, and I'm going to bring the King of Coogee online like this. So you guys should be able to see both of us now. Is that correct? Excellent. All right. Wow, the pandemic flashbacks are all coming to me now. Okay, King of Coogee. I'm going to use your
Yeah.
mind and I'm going to use your imagination. I'm going to bring that into reality. Okay, so I'm going to bridge the gap between mentalism and magic, just so you get a feel for what I have. So I have here a blank piece of paper. Okay, and this represents something. It represents currency. I'm just going to leave it there. So I want you to imagine you have a $5 note, a $10 note, a 20, a 50, and a $100 note. All right, they're all floating in front of you. I want you to mix them up so they're all in different arrangements, just one of each. And I want you to use your hand and reach up and just pull one of them down and hold it in your hand. Which one did you grab?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell everyone.
20.
20. Use your other hand and grab another one down. What did you grab?
100.
100. So put those in your pocket. Excellent. Now you've got 3 left. Okay, we're going to do this one a little bit differently. Mix those last 3 up. You should have a 5, a 10, and a 50 left. Okay. Oh, we're going to do this differently. I want you to grab 2 of those. Which 2 did you grab?
5 and 50.
5 and 50. So hold them here. I want you to mix them up in your hands like this. Okay. And Sarah, you can take the 5. Sorry, Ali, you can take the 5. That's yours. Okay. You can put that in your pocket. So King of Coogee, you've got a 5 and a 50. You're going to do one thing now. So you could have chosen any 2 out of those 5, and you ended up with the 5 and the 50 in your hand. Sorry, the 10 and the 50 in your hand. Was it a 10 and 50 or 5 and a 50?
5 and 50.
Oh, no, 10 and 50. I've got the 5.
Okay, 10 and 50.
10 and 50. Okay, it's up to you. I mean, it's your imagination, not mine. All right. If it works, it works. So you've got a 10 and a 50. This can only work one way. So once you've mixed them up, I want you to hand one of them to me. Which one do you hand to me?
50.
The 50.
Mm.
We're going to use the 50 because this is your choice. Now, you could have given me the 5, the 10, the 20, or the 100, but you gave me the 50. Now, I did say we got a blank piece of paper here. I'm going to bring your imagination into reality, just like this, okay? So had you chosen something else, it would have been different. I'm going to write a dollar symbol here, all right? That's not usually what's on a $50 note, but just so you know it's a 50, I'm going to write a dollar symbol. If this was in Europe, this would have been euros. Okay, so we've got this $50 note here. Okay, can you see that? All right. So that was the imagination part. That was the imagination. Again, you could have chosen any one of these numbers. You could have chosen a 10 or a 20. And this is the 50. I'm going to show you what it looks like to take imagination, okay, and bring it into reality. We'll just take that piece of paper like that, fold it once, twice, 3 times. Okay, just watch. And if I just squeeze it here, you should see it change color a little bit,
But
like that. You see? That's not bad. You can keep that as a souvenir. There you go.
how do we
Thank you.
how do we
Mate, yeah,
formalize
no worries. Hold your applause. Thank you. All right, good. So now we've got that out of the way. I just wanted to show you that magic is something I love. It's something I've done for a long time. But today we're going to use something that connects all of us. Okay. Now, from the moment you were born to the amount of breaths that you take to the star that you're born under, the most important thing around us that is accessible and always obvious in life is numbers. So today I'm going to focus around numbers because numbers connect us in ways that we see and the ways that we don't see. But I'm going to use numbers today to specifically connect all of us in an entirely incredible way. And I need all of your help. So this is the one time in the performance where I'm going to get you all to unmute yourselves. So please, everybody unmute yourselves for a second. Great. So this is what I want you guys to do. I'm going to use your voices, and because it's one speaker and you're all going to be shouting out at once, I'm only going to hear random pieces of information, but you're all going to participate in this. When I say go, I want all of you to start shouting out numbers, single digits or double digit numbers between 1 and 100, and just keep shouting them out until I tell you to stop. I'm going to write down the ones that I can hear. And so the louder you are, the closer you are to your microphone, the better I'll be able to hear you, okay? It's going to get noisy, but it's only going to be for a short moment. Are you ready? Yes? All right, start shouting out numbers. Let's go.
19,
38,
98,
27.
2,
43,
12,
3,
28,
Okay, keep going.
72,
72.
83,
71,
94,
37,
97,
100,
10,
38,
2, 98,
89,
And I heard a 3. I heard a 3. Okay, you can stop. You can stop. Woohoo! Should have got you guys to drink first. It would have been more fun. So these are a couple of numbers that I've received. So I didn't write them. You didn't say 3-digit numbers. I was hearing some singles. So I heard a 3 and I heard a 12. I heard a 58 and a 6. So I just kind of just jot them down as I heard them. Now I don't know who said these numbers, and you guys may notice your number here. You may notice you heard someone else's number if you're in the same room. But these are the numbers that you guys have put together, and these numbers represent all of you today. And we're going to do something really special with those, but we're not going to do it yet. Okay, just have a look. I want you to remember these, or don't remember these, but remember what it looks like. So you know that this is the exact same numbers that we're going to use later. I'm going to throw them down there. And we're going to go. So King of Coogee, you were the last person that we used. I'm going to bring us all back into the gallery for a second. Can you choose one person that you like the look of? Not yourself.
Kieran. Kieran.
Kieran. I like the look of Kieran too. My man, what's going on? Unmute yourself.
How you doing?
How's it going, my man?
Yeah, not too bad.
I hear a lot of wonderful accents here today. This is great. Everyone's in Australia, right? But you're all mixed. So you come to Australia and you find each other. Is that how it goes? And you all start working in the same place. I get it's good. It's good. Something must be going right, I suppose. Now, Kieran, this is a connection idea. All right. Now, connection is really important in business. It's important in life. And when we say connection, it's the ability to give and receive energy, information at the same time. If we have a good connection, it means we relate to somebody. If we have a negative or a bad connection, it means we don't relate. So now, saying that, what I'd like you to do, I don't know if you know everyone on the screen, but what I'd like you to do, if you can, choose someone from a different department or different faculty or a different state that you know of, that you think you do have or could have a good connection with. That's going to be very important in this next moment. All right. So please say that person's name out loud. And if he chooses you, you just got to trust yourself.
Go on, Chloe. Go on, sis.
Chloe. Is Chloe your sister?
we're twins.
No.
Can't you tell?
Oh, yeah, obviously. Kieran, it's Kieran Gunn and Chloe Van Rooyen. That sounds like Dutch, is it?
Yeah.
Nice one. Nice to meet you, Chloe. So let's do this together. I'm going to put all of us on the screen. How about that? Yeah, I hope you brush your teeth today. There's a spotlight there. There's Mr. Kieran Gunn. And then there's Chloe Van Rooyen. It also sounds, well, I mean, it sounds like it could be Afrikaans, but again, that's Dutch influence anyway, so it's probably something like that. All right, let's go. Kieran and Chloe, do you know what I'm going to do with you guys?
No.
Nope.
Good. That's good. We're going to try and create a three-way connection, right? So like Kieran says that Chloe, I know what you thought of just then. I'm a mind reader. Don't forget. I saw the little chuckle when I said three-way. All right. It's not that sort of show. Okay. I'm going to leave my clothes on for this one. All right. So Chloe, Kieran, I'm going to do this with something that we all know and love. Now, this is not a magic trick. Okay. This is not a magic trick. This is something completely different. I have an ability to influence people. Right? If your guys' connection is as clear as my connection is with both of you, then there should be an influence that happens around this little three-way circle here. Okay. Now I'm going to move my hands a few ways like this. I'm going to create shapes and symbols like this. And your job is just to trust your ability and your intuition to pick up on that connection that I'm trying to create. Now I'm looking straight at the camera so that you feel that I'm actually looking at you. If this really works, we're going to do something Completely crazy. I get nervous every time I do this, by the way. This doesn't always work. Today it's going to work, all right? Because I trust Kieran's connection with Chloe and I trust myself. So this is what it looks like. In a moment, I want each of you to think of a playing card, okay? Not a common playing card like the Ace of Spades or the Seven of Hearts, but an uncommon playing card. Think of a playing card that you think that I wouldn't guess. Not the Joker, okay? Kieran, change your mind.
I have that in my mind.
Chloe as well. You see what I'm
Okay.
talking about? My connection is strong. I need you guys to work on yours, all right? Now, this is what I want you to do. Kieran and Chloe, both of you, I want you to look at each other's photo. Look at each other's screen, okay? All right, excellent. And I want you to try and imagine you're thinking of the same card as the person on the other screen. Excellent. Kieran's very confident with that. Chloe's waiting for some sort of a message to come from God. Yeah, I can see that. It's okay. It's okay. It may come, it may not.
I have
You need
one.
to trust yourself. You've got one. Now, do you believe that you guys are thinking of the same card?
I reckon we're close, but whether it be
So
the
I'm going to
same,
give you
maybe
guys a
not.
little bit of a tip. When it comes down to body language, there's a lot of things that I like to pick up on. One of the things that is really important in body language, and you'll see this a lot when you're in meetings and when you're dealing with people, okay? When you say something, very often information happens on the face very quickly. We can't always detect lies or deception on the face. We got to read body language as a whole. But when I asked you guys if you're thinking of the same card, Kieran started nodding straight away. Chloe went like this. It was a bit less dramatic than I did it, but she closed her mouth, meaning I don't really think that we're thinking of the same card. Now, Chloe, I need you to trust yourself. You either trust yourself or you change the card right now. Up to you.
No, I trust myself. I trust us.
You trust us. All right. So this was going to happen on the count of three without hesitation. After I've said three, you're both going to say the card out loud. The idea is that somehow I've either influenced you or if you've picked up on each other's psyche, you're both going to say the exact same card. Would that be amazing?
It would be amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd be impressed too. All right. If it was me doing it, I'd say yes. But if it's you two, I don't know what's going to happen. So count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jack of
Three of
diamonds.
hearts.
All right. I guess you could just be friends rather than family. Right?
Yes. I wasn't even close to that. Even when I thought about changing it in my head.
It's good. So even when you thought of changing it, it wasn't going to be close. That's fine.
No.
Kieran, you said the Jack of
Diamonds.
diamonds, and Chloe, you said the 3. Did you?
Of hearts, yeah.
3 of hearts. Now it's not the same card, but you guys did perfectly. What I want you to remind you of this. I'm creating a moment with you guys. I chose you guys because you said the connection was strong, but it was my job to connect with both of you. Now, I was throwing symbols around and I was doing little things with my hands. I was instigating some sort of thought processes. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but if I show you in a moment, you really did pick up on that. I think, Kieran, you might have noticed something that might have influenced you over there. And Chloe, you were unsure, but both of you chose the exact correct card. Yeah, I know. It's totally psycho. I've held this in front of you the whole time, so you know there was no funny business. I like to keep my hands on the screen. I didn't want you to choose the same card as each other. I wanted to make sure both of you chose the same card I was thinking of, and I was thinking of 2 cards, the Jack of Diamonds and the 3 of Hearts. I can show you.
Get out of here.
I can show you. Before I came to this screen, I actually went through the packet and I removed 2 cards. And then I actually put them back into the packet face down. You see? 2 cards, only 2 in the whole packet.
Nah,
You see?
that is crazy.
Now, if this really worked, then this should be Kieran's card, the Jack of Diamonds. And if the connection was really strong, then Chloe, even though she was uncertain, chose also the 3 of Hearts.
That's cooked because I nearly changed my mind.
Thank you so much, guys. You did a wonderful job. I'm really glad that worked out because it would have been a disaster otherwise. Thank you, Kieran. Thank you, Chloe. Good luck thinking about what happened. I'll see you guys in the future. Are you guys enjoying yourself? Give us a yes.
I
Excellent.
think you
Yes,
put
me
some
too.
fingers up that made me choose 3, to be honest.
Something happened. You might have to watch the recording and figure it out. If you figure it out. Well, anyway, let's move forward. One thing I love to do with the audiences that I'm performing for is constantly have nice positive messages that go underneath everything. Messages like connection, messages like uh, uh, um, how to understand body language, how to especially communication. I think communication is one of the most important things that we have in the world. And if we're really good at communication, we're good at everything else. Our relationships, our friendships, our business life always expand when our communication is good. Communication doesn't just mean how we communicate to others, it's how we listen to other people. I don't just listen to people in a certain way. I communicate in a certain way. I know body language when I'm watching somebody, which also means I understand my body language and how to change that to make it more clear for the viewer. So I'm going to use an example of that. And this time I'm actually just going to read someone else's body language. That time it was a little bit of both. So I think the last person chosen was Chloe. Chloe, could you just point at someone on the screen? Anyone you like.
Xavier, that broke up for a second there. Can you just repeat the last 30 seconds?
Oh yeah, Chloe, could you please just point to someone else on the screen? I'm guessing you're going to say Abby.
Yeah, I said Abby.
Excellent. You know, it's really interesting. I knew you were going to say Abby. I should have written it down or something, but I was certain you were going to choose Abby. Abby, could you go ahead and unmute yourself?
Hiya.
How's it going?
Good. And yourself?
Oh, another accent. Fantastic. My favorite.
No accent. Just
Oh, you're just pretending. You're just pretending to have an accent.
I'm in an echo like room. Maybe it's the room.
Right, it's the echo. Where are you? I'm going to try and spotlight you because, well, I look good today. All right, Abby, where are you? There you are. We're gonna spotlight you. All right, Abby, we're gonna do something interesting, right? Now I'm gonna try and pick up on little subtle signals from you. Again, I'm gonna focus everything today around numbers because I think numbers are super important. But before we do that, before I do something with you, I'd like you to name 2 people that are in the gallery. All right, 2 people that are in the gallery. Let me just unspotlight us so that you can see the whole gallery. So just name 2 people out loud from different screens, hopefully different teams as well.
Sarah L and Orla.
Sarah L and Paula. Where are you guys?
Orla.
Just Sarah. Oh, Sarah L, of course. Excellent. And Orla. Orla. How's it going? I dated a girl named Orderly. I don't know if you guys got a thing, you guys are connected somehow. Orla, orderly, Orla. What does it mean? Do you know what it means?
Yeah, it means gold. Sorry. It means golden princess in Irish.
Well, excuse me. It's a wonderful name, Orla. Nice to meet you, Golden Princess. And Sarah, good to see you again. And the funny thing is, Sarah also means princess.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So you guys, so Abby, you kind of chose very wisely. I think you chose 2 princesses. And I'm not joking about that. You can look up Sarah and got a history of meaning princess. So 2 princesses are going to do this. What I want both you guys to do is think of a number between 1 and 100 and change your mind a multiple amount of times. Okay. And we're going to come back to you in a moment. Not just yet. I'm going to go to Abby. We're going to play with Abby's mind a little bit, see if we can freak her out. But I'm going to come back to you guys later. When I come back to you, I want you to have already settled on a single number between 1 and 100. You okay? Is that cool, guys? Excellent. So I'll just mute you guys and we'll get back into this spotlight thing. Oh man, this is great. I wish I had a spotlight button when I was out in the club or out dancing, or just spotlight myself and everyone could just see me all of a sudden. It'd be so cool. I just walk in the spotlight myself, walk into the club and then unspotlight. Who was that? Where did he go? All right. We're doing this together. Abby. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm on this side now. Okay, Abby, do you have your phone with you?
No, I don't.
See this face, Abby? All right. Do you have access to a calculator nearby?
Sophie has it. Sophie's bringing my phone from the other room.
All right. That's cool.
This
You
is
guys are in
running.
just another room. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. So what I want you to do,
Thank you.
I'm going to do something simple. When I'm usually face to face, I like to work with names and places and things like that. In this case, I might do that, but I want to work with numbers. I want to keep the theme around numbers today because there's something special I want to create with that. So what I'd like you to do is open your calculator and press the clear button until it's a zeroed out screen and there's nothing on there. I want you to think of a 3-digit number where all the digits are different, like 982, for example. Okay, so just think of a 3-digit number where all the digits are different and type that in. Don't let me see on the screen, by the way. Okay, excellent. Have you done that?
Yeah.
All the digits are different, yes?
Yes.
Press the minus button
Mm-hmm.
and now type that same number backwards. So if it was 982, it would be 289. And press equals.
Okay. Right.
So you have a new number, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is not a 2-digit, this is a 3-digit number still, or?
Still three
Three.
digits, yes.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Leave the phone down, but don't clear it because we want to have proof of that a little bit later. So I know that it's across the screen. So I'm going to look at you for a little while on the camera while I make explanations, but I'm going to keep staring at your picture, all right? Because I need to see what your face is doing, all right? So if I do this, is that left to right for you, or is this left to right?
The other way.
This is left to right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this would be the first digit of the number currently on your screen, the final number that you created. Okay. This will be the first digit. This will be the second digit, and this will be the third digit. Okay. All I want you to do, and guys, if you're watching, watch closely at Abby and see if you can see what I see. Okay. So Abby, I'm gonna talk to the camera, but I'm gonna look at you. Think of which of the 3 digits on your new number, the final number, think of which one is the largest digit. Okay, don't say what it is, just think of which one and which position it's in. Don't say anything. First, second, third. I blame Chloe for choosing Abby. She's a tough cookie. You want a person to play poker with, it's not her, unless she's on your team. All right. All
I
right.
did pick
Okay.
the performer.
You're a performer as well, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what kind of performance? This might help.
I specialize in hula hooping, but I'm also a fire dancer.
Nice. I did a lot of fire dancing. I actually spent a lot of time fire eating and performing on stage doing that stuff as well. Awesome. I love the juggling arts. Okay. So you're a juggler. Let me see if that makes a difference. What do I look for? Okay. The largest number of the 3. Okay. First one, second one, third one. It's the middle one, yes?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. All right, don't tell me what number it is. I want you to think of the smallest of the 3 digits. All right, I'm going to try and position it.
Mhm.
Is it the first or the second? It's the first one, yes?
Yeah.
Excellent. This is not an even number, is it?
That number there, or
The first digit.
the first digit is not an even number.
No, I didn't think so. So I'm guessing that it's quite a low number actually, yes?
Yeah.
Go to the very last digit. I'm going to draw something in front of you. Don't say anything. If you went to the first digit of the number that you're thinking of, and you wrote it as a word like TWO, for example, right? If you saw that first the smaller digit written as a word, and you took the first letter, could you think of a simple fruit or a food that starts with that letter?
Yeah.
Okay, go to the last digit. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're not thinking of an orange, are you?
Yes, it was.
Think of your number as a whole and say it over and over in your mind. Like 198. 198. 198. Am I got it? Have I got it? Show everyone your phone. There you go. Yes, this guy did it. Thank you, Abby. You're amazing. Give Abby a big round of applause, guys. Thank you so much. Well done. All right. So now we're coming towards the end, guys. I do want to keep going forever and ever, but I need to come to a conclusion, and I want to do that in a really quick way. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do one more thing, and I'm going to use the person here that can bring everything all together, but I'm going to do that in a moment. I have firstly two people that are thinking of numbers, and I'm going to get them onto the screen right now. Where are they? It's Princess Orla, and Princess Sarah. Oh, I can't see them. They're gone. They're vanished. Wait, if I unspotlight myself, I'll see everyone. There you go. Sarah Leonard. How's it going, lady? And where's I had a great meeting with Sarah and Claire, and I was really, really fortunate to be introduced to them by a wonderful friend named Derek, who's a videographer, and I get to be here because of that meeting. So I'm very, very grateful. This is so awesome. Add spotlight. Okay. So I want to show you guys this. In my phone, I have a series of notes, okay? I'm a bit of a nerd. I like to put things in lists, okay? So what I did, so I could create some sort of a game for myself, I made lists, like for example, the celebrities list, right? And I've got 100 different celebrities on here. I'll show you them in a second. I also have a list, a shopping list, which is this one here, which has 100 different shopping items. Now, they're always different. Sorry, they're all different, which you will see in a second. So this is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to unmute you guys. I'll ask you to unmute. Oh, sorry, Sarah, you unmuted yourself already. So, who's next to you, Orla? Amélie.
Is Amelie? Yes.
So one of my favorite ever French films is Amélie. Amélie, hi, how are you? You're going to be the judge, okay? You're the third party, and you're going to make sure everything goes smoothly. So Orla and Sarah are going to say a number, right? The number that they're thinking of between 1 and 100. Amélie, if you don't like that number, you just say boo, all right? And you tell them to change it. You can do whatever you want. You can get them to change 1, 2, or both digits of the number, all right? So Amélie, who would you like to go first, Sarah or Orla?
Orla.
Orla,
Yeah.
excellent. Orla, which number are you thinking of in your mind? Which one did you finally land on?
47.
47. Amélie, do you like 47 or do you want to change it?
Good number. Thank you.
I don't know why you shook your head when you said good number. That's very confusing.
I don't want to change it.
In the world of nonverbal communication, I would have asked you a second time. Are you sure you wanted to stay with 47? Yes. Okay. All right. So, because you're the judge, do you want Orla to look at number 47 on the celebrity list or on the shopping list?
Celebrity list.
All right. So let's have a look. This is the celebrity list. I'll click it. It should clear up. Let me just do this. Clear up, boy. Hey, what's going on? It's not so clear. It was clear a second ago, or maybe I've got too much light on it. There it is. Yes. Okay. So as we go down, you'll see they're all different. You know, you've got Jennifer Lopez, Harry Styles, Donald Trump. Let's go to 47. What's there at 47? Can you just say that out loud?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. So if you chose a different number, like 46, it would have been Madonna, right? But you ended up with Leonardo DiCaprio, which is pretty cool. Okay. Do you like Leo? Is that a thing or?
Sure.
I like him. I think he's a great actor. Pretty cute as well. All right, but let's not go there. All right, so now, Sarah, it's on you. You've seen what I just did. You've got a number in your mind. It's up to you whether you change it or not, because Amélie could potentially slap you for choosing the wrong number, okay? So we got to make sure it's the right one. Think of a number, the one you want to use, and we'll ask Amélie if it's okay. What number are you going for?
91.
Amélie, is 91 okay? You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to say yes. It's up to you.
Let's change the first number.
Change the 9. Okay. Actually, okay, Sarah, change the 9.
Let's change it to 3.
Is 31 okay for you, Amélie?
Yes, better.
I chose the right person for the judge. Okay. Where's my notes here? So it was 39, or what was it?
31.
31. Okay, so we go to the shopping list. And as you can see, they're all different, right? Lemons, orange juice, milk, rice, eggs. I'll just keep going down here. I can't really see backwards, but what's on 31 there?
Apples.
Apples. Okay. It could have been coffee, right? Or it could have been mixed peanuts or mixed whatever that is, plums, mixed something or other. Mixed pulses. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know why I read. I think I tried to write plums or something. All right. So, Orla chose Leonardo DiCaprio, okay, with Amelie's help, actually, because Amelie decided which list to look at. And Sarah, Amelie also helped you choose a number by changing your number, and it allowed you to choose apple, right, which is different to mixed plums, or Madonna, which was Orla's choice. So it could have been Madonna, it could have been mixed plums, but it was Leonardo DiCaprio and apples. Remember those two things. You remember your celebrity, you remember your shopping item. We'll come back to you in a minute. And before I go to the finale, I would like to invite one person that brings all of this together, someone that we all know and love dearly. I've only met her briefly. I look forward to many more conversations, because when we first met, we started instantly on a tangent. We started talking about all the big things, and I was really excited to keep that conversation going, but we had business to attend to. So I'd like to bring Ali up. If you don't mind, Ali, I'm going to bring you to the spotlight. Can we give Ali a big cheer? Because it's Ali reason that I'm here today, or one of the reasons I'm here today. Hello, Ali.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. Good to see you. Good to see you.
You too.
I wanted to bring you up for this because as CEO of HeadBox, you are a pinnacle for all the people that are here today, and you are a go-to person, and everyone here rely on each other. I mean, there's always an element of leadership that has to go along with people relying on each other. We have to trust each other in a way. And what I'd like you to do at this point is not worry about people trusting you or you trusting them, but about trusting yourself. Okay. And just going with what you feel is right. Now, I'm using you for this finale, this last experiment, because you represent, you can represent everyone on every screen here today. Okay. And so if everything goes to shit, it's your fault as well. Okay. But I'm sure you're used to that sort of pressure. So earlier, I got everybody to shout out some numbers. So these numbers represent everyone here today. Okay. Hopefully, and I don't know whose voices I was hearing, hopefully at least one number from each person is represented here. So I'm pretty sure everyone said at least one of these numbers, right? So this could safely represent the collective community that's here today and everyone at HeadBox. You're going to use these numbers to focus all this information into something really, really important. You're going to create a new number based on all the numbers that were chosen here. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that. For example, along here, we have 3, 1, and 2. Okay. All you have to do is pick one of these 3 numbers, and I'm going to write it down and scratch it off. Okay. So go. You went for 2.
Yeah. Did I jump the gun?
You're a leader. That's why you went so quickly. It's like, no shit, let's go. All right. Is 2 your choice?
2 is my choice.
So I'll scratch it off here, and I'm going to write it over here. Okay. You can see we're going to do it a few more times. All right. And we're going to create a brand new number, and neither of us knew this number was going to get created today. Okay. So choose between 5 and 8 or a 6.
8.
8. A 7, a 2, or a 5.
2.
A 2 again. Nice. 2, 8, 2. A 9, a 7, or a 6.
6.
6. Yep. And a 5, a 6, or a 3.
6.
6 again. All right. 2, 8, 2, 6, 6. That's a good number. Can everybody who has a phone on them go ahead and write this number that you have all created with the help of Ali, focusing your details. So everyone write 28266 in your calculator and press the plus symbol. Got it? Now we're going to do it one more time. Ali, the most important thing now is this. Whichever number you choose next, right, of all of these, I'm going to write them down. and that'll be your conscious choice. All right. So you would have consciously chosen two brand new numbers, but there are going to be a set of numbers that are left over, the ones that you didn't choose. So it's the choices that you don't make that are also important. And I want to put that forward to you. So whatever choice you make now, this is conscious, but the ones that are left over are your unconscious choices, the one that you decided weren't important, which are equally as important. Okay. So I want you to think carefully as we make one more number. Whatever's left over is going to make a third number. So the leftovers are going to make the final number. So a 3 or a 1?
1.
I knew you were going to say that. Okay. A 5 or a 6?
You know my pattern, 6.
Excellent. A 7 or a 5?
5.
Are you sure?
Yep.
A 9 or a 7?
9.
Knew it. You sure?
Yep.
And a 5 or a 3?
3.
Excellent. So everyone add this number to the first number. So you had 28266 plus 16593. Okay, and the numbers that are left over, so everyone press plus one more time. And the numbers that are left over are 35775. Okay, so this is the final number, the number that Ali chose by not choosing. Okay, so you have 28266 plus 16593 plus 35775, and everyone hit equals. Okay, leave the number on your screen. Don't show it to me. Okay, I'm not going to add it up real quickly. My maths isn't as good as you might assume it is, but if you do assume it is, yeah, it's great. Okay, that's the number that you chose. I don't know what it is just yet. I want to end with something, guys. I want to end with two really big moments. I want to firstly thank all of you for having me here, and especially Ali and Sarah and Claire. I guess she'll get to see a recording of this, so she doesn't get to miss out completely. She's probably in the vineyards right now, so good for her. I just drank a lot of wine in New Zealand myself. I want to end with saying everything that we do and everything that we create together has purpose and meaning. When we trust ourselves and when we go with our instincts, we very often can't make a mistake. The only time we make a mistake is if we let our thoughts get in the way of our gut. Our gut mind is the one that drives us. Our brain interprets the gut feeling. If we interpret it incorrectly, we might stop that instinct, but our instinct will never fail us. So today, I've gotten a lot of you to trust your instincts in many different ways. And we used a lot of numbers today, when usually numbers are quite boring, but I like to try and make that not as boring. And today we've got a few different things that we have left undone. So I want to ask Orla and Sarah, can you just unmute yourselves, please? And I want you just to remind everybody, firstly with you, Orla, what is the celebrity that you're currently thinking of?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And that was your free choice, right? It could have been something different. It could have been Madonna, and Amelie wouldn't have let that happen, but it could have been Madonna. And Sarah, what was the shopping item that you were thinking of?
Apples.
Right, and it could have been something else. It could have been toothpaste, right? But you chose Leonardo DiCaprio and apples, and that was also a free choice by you, Sarah, thanks to Amelie. Leonardo DiCaprio and apples. Now, I've got this nice bookshelf. I put it together because I love books. I haven't read everything yet. This set of books in the middle are the most important books. They're the ones that cost me the most money and that taught me how to do what I do for you guys. But I want you to put your attention to this thing here. It's been sitting there the whole time. Actually, I left it there on purpose so that it was in full view. So there was no way of moving it or changing it. You said Leonardo and apples, and this just happens to be a photo of a dear friend of mine, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Nice.
eating an apple. I take your sudden burst of silence as a compliment, okay? Yeah. And now I do want to create one last moment for you guys. I'm going to go back into the gallery because I want to see what this looks like. Everyone has created together a number all together. So I want you, thank you guys. I'll give you a chance to like get your breath back. I'll send that to you, Ali. I'll send you a copy of that picture. I want everyone to have a look at the number that you created together with the help of each other and with the help of Ali. This number represents all of you here today because it was random. It was based on instinct and focused decision and also unconscious decision. 3 really important, powerful things. Can you all hold your phone up to the screen so that I can see that you all have the same number? 80634. Did everyone know that they were going to choose that number today? Absolutely not. The only person here that knew you were going to choose that number today was me. And even though all of these things were random, unconscious, and instinctive, I also used my instincts. And I have another surprise for you sitting. Oh, let me just make a spotlight so you don't miss out what I do. I have another surprise sitting for you right here. I wrote a number on a piece of paper before I came here today. I'm going to sign it for you as well. This number, can somebody hold the phone up again? I didn't remember what it was. It was 80634. Yeah. My number is 80634. My handwriting sucks. But I tell you what, I do want to say one thing. This was created by all of you, but I wanted to add my piece into this. And I like to sign things that I get given. Usually I just use my X as my name, a big X for Xavier, but today I'm going to give you guys a kiss and a hug. So I'm actually just going to put right here a big kiss and a big hug like that. And I'll show you that this number actually represents every single one of you here today at HeadBox. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, HeadBox. I really appreciate it. I didn't know how I was going to create a name like HeadBox out of numbers, but I did it. We got there in the end. And feel free to unmute yourselves now. We don't have any more left. That was it.
Oh my God. I'm surprised we can say anything, even unmuted.
What the hell, man?
That numbers one got me.
Good. I was a little bit
Because
concerned
I'm
because
trying to
there's
now
no
think
number
back
that
with
looks
the
like an
card.
X.
So how about them apples?
How about
Because
them?
I think with the
Awesome,
card
yeah.
thing, you were giving me shapes of a heart with your finger, and you held 3, and I think that's why I picked the 3 of hearts.
Are you flirting with me, Chloe?
No. Like you were doing because when you said I'm gonna do, I was like watching your hands.
Nice. Very good. Well, everything worked out fine. There weren't any real mistakes that you were aware of. I think I handled the mistakes quite well. So that's my little strategy there. Thank you so much for having me, guys, and thanks for your patience and for your energy and your attention. I love what I do. This is just me on a camera. I do this on a whole nother level from a stage. So I hope that in the future you get to see me perform live and that we can all work together in the future. That would be wonderful.
My words won't come to me now because I'm genuinely speechless, which is rare for the team. No, takes a lot to get me speechless. That was mind blowing. Really, as I say, I'm struggling to put words together of how random numbers I just picked contributed to HeadBox Upside Down. But brilliant and exactly what we wanted to finish the day. I think that's blown some minds, and yeah, it was awesome. Thank you. So really, really appreciate your time, appreciate your energy and the trickery, if that's what it's called as well.
Thank you so much. I look forward to speaking to you again soon, guys.
Thank you, Xavier. That was fantastic.
Before we go, sorry.
Yes.
Yep, sorry. Would we be able to get a screenshot of you holding up the HeadBox piece of paper?
Absolutely.
I work in socials, so
Let me just make the kiss and the hug a little bit thicker. It's a kind of weird thing to say.
That content coordinator always on point.
Yes, Cassandra, we didn't get to see or hear from you today, but you finally got there in the end with this request. All right.
We're doing this. Oh, yeah, we should do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get it? Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Let us
Xavier,
so
thank you
much.
again.
Thank you.
We'll be talking about this for a long time to come.
Wonderful. That's what I hope to hear. Also, I clicked recording for this. So whoever's the original host, I think it'll go to your Zoom workspace. So if you could, whoever's got access to this account, the recording will show up there. If you could download it or send me a link in high definition, then I can have a watch and I can judge myself and improve my show for the future.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you. That was
Thank
brilliant.
you, guys. Big love. See you soon. Bye. Cheers.
That was mind-blowing.
That was awesome. Thank you. Jesus.
Wow, yeah, literally speechless. All right. If everyone needs a bathroom break, and then if we can all come back in for close. Abby, just with time, we are going to do escape room tomorrow morning, just to get everyone's brains working for Friday. And then Sydney, if I can, as in the other Sydney room, if you guys can all come in here for us to do close. Mine's literally blown.